Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. We're continuing our video informative series on family law. Please subscribe to our channel. Today we're talking about how custody works in conjunction with a military divorce. First of all, let's define a few things. Military divorce is a divorce between people who are in the military. Now, they don't both have to be in the military. If you have one spouse in the military and one not, there are certain things that are represent deviations from the standard divorce when you have two civilians getting divorced. The question becomes, though, how do we handle custody? You know, the custody issues are determined by the best interest of the child, which basically involve an analysis of 12 unevenly weighted factors so that the court can determine that best interest. So the question is, how does that work when one of the people's in the military? And the answer is the analysis is still the same. The question, though, becomes how, as a practical matter, does someone who's living a military life, how do they, as a practical matter, get custody? And the answer is they don't. If somebody's living a military life where every year and a half they're moved around to a different place, the court will still engage in the best interest analysis, but ultimately those factors all go to stability and a healthy environment for the child. So even though you're a great dad or a great mom and you've got a lot of responsibilities because you're in the military and all that, you've got to look at it from the standpoint of the child. It's not about you. It's about the child. If you're being relocated because of your promotions and your military service and you're needed at different places, so you're sent by the government to live here for 18 months, to live there for 2 years, to live in a different country, if that's who you are, that's great, but you can't bring a child, in that kind of environment because it lends itself to a very unstable upbringing. So it's possible that the court could give custody to a military spouse. There's no question about it. But in doing so, the court's going to have to reason that it's in the child's best interest to do so. Will the court do that? I don't know. It's a case-by-case analysis. I don't know if that's going to happen in your case. It may or may not. For example, suppose you are in the military and you are being moved around every couple of years, but your ex is also in the military, also being moved around. Or worse, your ex is not in the military, but she's a drug addict and an alcoholic. The court may have to pick between the lesser of the evils, but may find that a structured, appropriate, lawful life, albeit with several moves along the way, is better than a life with somebody who is a drug addict. The court may very well find that. Let's remember that there's a lot of very strong, solid military families where the entire family is uprooted every couple of years, and those kids end up fine. So the court could very well make the analysis in your favor in that situation. Again, it's going to be about comparing the relative environments to determine which one is in the child's best interest. If you have any questions about that, reach out. Of course, we'll be glad to help you out.